Today what I'm going to do for you is my very first in a new series of videos that I have for you using the Dawson and Jeffree Star Cosmetics Conspiracy palette. So here's the palette. I did do swatches on my previous video, so go and have a look at that. Now the swatches were on unprimed, unprepared skin using my finger. So this is going to be the very first look. So my challenge from my husband Paul is to use what I would call the scariest looking colour in the palette, which is food videos. So I'm going to be using food videos today. But first, let's do the base. So I have used a makeup wipe on my face because I did my skincare this morning, but I've been doing housework and stuff like that. So I wanted to just sort of clean that off. Then I'm going to use the last of my L'Oreal Revitalift moisturiser just to sort of do a bit of an SPF rather than anything else. And because I don't like throwing things away, and as you know, I've got the new No. 7 skincare range that I'm using. So yeah, I don't like wasting things, so I'll put this on and then this will be, then that's that gone in the bin. So let's apply this quick. Okay, so that's, hope you don't mind me using the viewfinder, but otherwise I'd be looking down here at my mirror, which obviously is way away from you. So at least this way I am looking at the viewfinder, which is just there, as my mirror, so you can see a lot better. So that's my skin just with my moisturiser on. Next, I'm going to be taking the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but this is the primer that comes with it, so this is the hydrating primer. So you don't need a lot of this, I will be honest. Sort of a little squeeze gets you this much out. So just like my, just as you saw me put my moisturiser on, I do the same with the primer. I sort of dot it around and then spread it. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Double Wear foundation, Double Wear Stay in Place. Now what I will say is I am going to try a different brush. So I have this one, it's a liquid foundation brush and it's by Unique. I've never used it with this foundation, so I just wanted to give it a go. I like trying different things so I can tell you guys what works. So my shade is 1N2, which is Ecru. That's my shade. As you know, if you've seen my channel before, I do like to pour the foundation onto the back of my hand and then just sort of spread it from there. Now I'm not going to do a really thick look today because with regards to foundation, because it is hot, and although it is Stay in Place, I don't like the whole half melted cakey makeup effect, the feel on my skin. So I've decided that I'm going to do like a lighter look. Now if you've never used Unique products before, they are made for you to blend in circular motions. So that's what I'm doing with this. Okay, there we go. So that can show you that you can get a real light look when it comes to Estee Lauder. I know a lot of people think that you can't get light looks. It's just all caked on with a trowel or not, but that's not the case. So I've got a really light covering. You can still see my freckles through it, you can still see the red of my cheeks through it, but that's what I wanted for today. I wanted just a light sort of base look. So I'm actually taking this Unique Precision eye pencil and I'm just going to go over my brows really lightly, just to sort of give them a bit more of a pop. Oh look, there's your eyebrow defined look. I do feel along with your eyelashes, your eyebrows really do frame your eyes. So that is the look. Now I do have coming up soon a video with different types of eyebrow products. So a pencil, a pen type, a pomade, just to see how the different ones look and how they look on me and which I like. So that's a video that I've got coming up shortly. Okay, so that's the brows done. So on to the main event, the palette. I'm going to take the Spectrum A08 brush, which looks like this, and I'm going to take Ranch, which is, as we've seen here, the lightest colour, and I'm going to just pop that underneath my brows. Now there is quite a lot of fallout, but I don't mind that. And I think I use quite a big brush because I'm used to, like I said, Urban Decay and ones like that where you have to go in quite a few times to get some colour. But I'm pleased to say that this really has just, bang, here's the colour, girl. So there you go, so you can see. Now obviously I'm going to be putting other colours on the top, so that's going to get blended out. But that is, I mean, you can see from there, if you were sat sort of across the table or something from me, you can definitely see the bright that's just there. And because that's so good, I'm going to pop it in my corner as well, just to brighten up the corner of the eye there. I am loving that. Okay, next, seeing how good these colours are, I'm going to go for a small brush next and sort of build up colour. So I think I'm going to go in with, so this is the Spectrum A12. I think I'm going to go in with Tanacon, which is this one here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of depth into my crease and below my crease, just to sort of, that highlighter really does need to be a highlight, I think. So I don't want that to come all the way down the eye. And you really can just blend them out if you want them blended out, or just go bang and leave it there if that is what you like. So that's that there. Now I'm going to take the Spectrum A16, which is this one, and I'm going to do the food videos in my inner eye. Oh wow, girls, this is good. I've just thought about this. I've not actually primed my eyes. I skipped that step, which is really naughty. So this colour, you can see, is without primer. And if that's not amazing, I don't know what is. Look at that colour. Wow. Now, as you've noticed, I do go up into a little bit of my crease. That's because I have hooded eyes, and doing that allows me to get a bit more colour and a bit more sort of impact. That's really good. There we go. So that's the yellow, or food videos as they're calling it. Brilliant. Now I'm taking the Spectrum A13 brush, which looks like that, and I'm going to go into Cheese Dust, which is this one. And that's going to go in the centre. Popping a bit more on the lid, like so. Just blending in between food videos and cheese dust. So that's a nice soft blend, blending from the yellow across. So food videos across to cheese dust. And now I'm just going in with, you guessed it, flaming hot. Okay, so that's flaming hot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I'm going to take Spectrum B06, so blending 06, which is this, and I'm just going to soften up. And then soften up my crease and just over those lines. Brilliant. There we go. So that is the eye makeup completed. I'll show you actually, because I have watched some videos that talk about loads and loads of fallout on the palette. There's not loads of fallout on the palette, I don't think. You do get a little bit, but then if you want pigmentation, you're going to get a little bit of fallout. You just have to pick your battles. What do you prefer? So I'll get close a second. So this is with my eyes open and closed. And you saw that, guys. That took minutes. That is really easy. So now I'm going to use a mascara I've never used before. I bought these Spectrum brushes. I use Real Techniques brushes. I've got different brushes that I get given for sort of Christmas and stuff, which is great. But I wanted to try some new brushes with a bit more shapes for doing these videos. So free with the makeup brushes was this Spectrum Zodiac Dark Matter. Okay, this is the wand, if you can see that. There you go. Pretty standard one, but it's quite slick and precise, which I like. Well, it's definitely not giving any clumps. So, I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm not rating this mascara. Firstly, it's flicked onto my eyeshadow, which I never ever have. Secondly, it's just not that wow. It's very subtle, and it's actually transferred onto underneath my lower lashes as well. Yeah, not really liking this, I'll be honest, guys. Very subtle. If you like, that's what you like, then that's great. But I'm not really liking this. I'm not going to take it off purely because it's not great for my eyes to do so. But no, not raving about this mascara, I'm afraid. Sorry, Spectrum. Your brushes are good, but your mascara is rubbish. Let's get the red and just try and cover it up as best as we can. Okay, so that's that. So I've got a unique lip splash here. Let's give this a go. There we go. This is the very first look finished for the Conspiracy palette with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.